Hey, what's going on, guys? Black Halo here, and as you guys know, Season 6 is starting very soon, in less than a week from now, and there are a lot of preparations I advise you guys to do before that begins, and it will definitely maximize the amount of elo you gain, how you improve as a player, and yeah, I just have 5 general tips and tricks that you guys should definitely do in order to just climb the ladder and have an enjoyable playable experience, especially since all of these changes have been implemented into the game, all these patches and champion updates, all of this, all of that. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the first tip for you guys. Alright, first off, one of the most easiest things and a really imperative thing you can do is just edit your runes and masteries and make sure they're up to date and optimal for this season, because as you guys know, Thunderlords isn't necessarily the most OP or most OP mastery out there because of the other buffs the other keystones have received. So be sure to check up on all of your masteries and be sure to optimize for each champion, and just have a bunch of mastery pages in general for all of your roles and all of your mains. And that goes for the same as runes. Your runes need to be updated as well. Say if you are an AD player and you just play with only flat AD and no attack speed on your runes, you should definitely integrate some attack speed onto your page in order to get more auto attacks off in team fights and CSing and all of that other good stuff. Same for like support. Be sure to add like armor and HP quintessences, something like that, just to mix it up and have a little bit of twist onto your opponents getting an advantage on you, so you can be a little bit more tanky or something like that. Just general things you can update in your mastery and rune pages that will have a big edge. And just spend your IP into the store and all on your runes and masteries if you don't need to buy any champions or anything like that, because it'll greatly improve your stats in game. Alright, the second tip I have for you guys is to have an effective champion pool. Now that the new draft pick has been integrated into ranked play, you can either choose 2 roles and be guaranteed to play 1 or 2 roles. So you don't have to necessarily have a champion pool for each role, but you should definitely have an effective champion pool for each role you play. So you don't have to play mid, top, ADC, jungle, support, all this other crap. You can just play 2 roles, as you guys should already know. But be sure you have rune pages for each champion, or if you need rune pages for each champion, be sure to have them because they are actually cheap. 1 or 2 for 1 right now in the store for now, but be sure to have rune pages. It's really important to have multiple. It's just not 1 or 2 or even 3. You can get up to how many or however many you want as long as you got the IP for it. So be sure to look into that, and yeah, it will definitely improve how you climb. Alright, coming at number 3 is having a good mindset when you play this game. Just be sure to not tilt or just be really angry for enemy outplays, plays that your teammates might do and look really bad doing it, like wasting flash, summoners dying for no reason, all of that crazy stuff that happens in games. Just try to focus on objectives, CSing, and don't rage, being toxic. Just try to improve as a player in general. Always capitalize on enemies' mistakes, and if you can just get a free dragon, just be sure to get a free dragon early. It's really important for your team. And if you can get like stuff like Rift Heroes early and just get them uncontested and just free towers, all of that other good stuff like objective wise is really important in this season. And it's not all about team deathmatching. And yeah, just try to not focus on kills so much and farm and get objectives and try to win the game. And improving as a player will be important in this step because you can just ignore everybody else and just focus on your own game. And at the end of the day, if you lose or win, it doesn't matter, man. Even if you're trying to get elo and trying to gain rank, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're not a better player at the end of the day. So, I mean, why wouldn't you do this? So, yeah, just keep that in mind. Always try to improve. Alright, here's an underrated thing that people just overlook or don't really focus on, is just having really good map control. Every single game you play, you can control how much vision you cover on the map and how much you can contest, such as like objectives, like I said in the last step or tip. You can be ready to contest or fight for any objective, contested or not. And be sure to ward. Warding is really important, and try to fight for pink wards. They're basically a mini objective right now, and having a lot of pink wards in the map at a very good spot is very important, and I cannot stress this enough. And while you do ward, this is also allowing you to outplay your enemies for not having good vision control compared to your team. So keep an eye on the minimap, try to create picks whenever possible, and this will just open you up to just do anything you want and just control how the enemies play. So yeah, keep this in mind. Alright, the last final tip I have for you guys is kind of reiterating the last two I just gave you, but it's more in detail. Just try to learn from each death, because dying is probably the worst thing you can do in the season, and be sure to not waste your summoner spells. That's really important too, because they have really long cooldowns. Like, try not to waste your ignite or teleport or flash especially, and even your ultimates, even if they have a low cooldown, try to use them effectively and try to get something out of each summoner spell use, death, and ultimate. And as I said, waiting or dying and wasting things is really bad, and just try to learn from these mistakes and try to do this less, and you will be able to get more for each objective you acquire, each kill you get, everything really. And if you do that, you will be in a good spot. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you do, be sure to slap that like button down below, and if you want to add any comments or you got any feedback from me, drop a comment. I will respond to each and every one. If you dislike this video, be sure to drop a dislike, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. I don't know what it's gonna be, but be sure to recommend me some new ones to post, because I do like doing these commentary informational type videos. So yeah, see you guys later. It's been legit. Peace.
Woo!